Hi, this is Naomi with Sword and Steel, and today is a continuation of my series of paint videos where I'm focusing on one paint in the video. Though sometimes I will expand on the one paint and use other paints, so each one is a little bit different. Each part of this series is a little bit different. I hope you've been enjoying it. If you've missed the other ones, just check out my channel. There's a bunch of them. I hope you enjoy. This is Battleship Grey, and this Skaven was primed with Vallejo Mega Primer Ivory. Now, the first thing I knew when I used this was that I likely would not be using it to do any battleships. I mean, unless I was using it through the airbrush, because this kind of paint likes to show off textured surfaces, not flat surfaces. So the flat planes of a spaceship or battleship, despite its name, doesn't particularly suit this paint. So my next thought was, well, what can I use this paint for? Ultimately, I think it would make a good shadow to a white or a nice ghostly color, particularly when using gray blues to accentuate it, like Tyrian Navy or Cloudburst Blue, since it is more of a two-tone color rather than anything else. Well, here it is once dried, and as you can see, it leaves an off-white color with a slightly darker gray-blue shadow. This would be also a reasonable hair color if you want to give anyone white hair. Remember, white is actually a whole bunch of grays, and only the very most highlight should be true white. But I had a hunch and I wanted to go with it, and I wanted to try this for a stone color. So after adding some veins using Cloudburst Blue Speed to do this terrain piece from Dungeons & Lasers, which I primed with Wraithbone spray, I applied the Battleship Grey all over it and let it dry. And then, because I'm also testing out their Fanatics range, I chose this Company Grey color and dry brushed that over the Battleship Grey once it was dry. Well, this Company Grey turns out to be a very good color if you ever need to clean up Battleship Grey, because you almost can't tell where I put the Company Grey at all, other than it removing the pools from the darker parts of Battleship Grey. But because of that, I went ahead with matte white as well to give more highlights. And this is what it looks like once complete in that area. But I wanted to see what it would look like if it was more finished. So I added some color to the components, which was Weapon Bronze Fanatic for the metal and Burnished Red Speed Paint for the vines. And then I added some environmental aging using a mix of burnt moss and algae green, thinned with speed paint medium, and a little wiping here and there with whatever tool I had handy. And there we have an end age effect. Oh, and yes, plus some white flower tufts for a more friendly look. If you had any questions about this paint or any other really, make certain to comment below. Give some aid to that algorithm and give me a like so it will be spread far and wide. And subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification if you want to keep checking out these videos. If you notice, I've been putting them out every single day. So if you have any interest in paints whatsoever, even paints that you might want to stay away from depending, you should subscribe to this channel. To all the people who have been helping out, I want to give my big thanks. I really appreciate it. You allow me to keep buying random paints and miniatures to put onto those paints, so thank you very much for that. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye! Oh, and the next video we'll be doing this paint. Okay, bye.